Hello and welcome to Urban Yoga Homestead. Benvenuti, bentornati. Io sono Giulia. My name is Giulia, and I'm so delighted to have you here today. Basically, I wanted to just start off by saying apologies for missing the updates for last week for Wednesday and Saturday. It's just been a really crazy time, and I haven't been able to get to it. The week before last, the cats had to go in for their rabies titer test, and that was a lot of driving, which can be a bit difficult for me at times. And then with last week, myself and my husband, we had to go and actually get our South African passports done. That didn't happen because, well, home affairs, and if you're South African, you know exactly the kind of intensity that can come with trying to deal with home affairs. So in this video I'm going to explain a little bit of that journey and tell you a bit about a few updates that might interest you. For those of you who are new around here, myself and my husband, we have been living in South Africa, where we started off our dream of owning a homestead, but then we decided to move to Italy, and we are immigrating because I have a condition called Syringomyelia. If you want to know more about that, I'll leave a link in the description for you. But basically, this is our story of packing it all up and moving to Italy. So let's start off with home affairs and what that's all about. For anyone outside of South Africa, home affairs is where we basically get all of the documents that we need. So kind of like the comune in Italy or municipalities in other countries. It's where you get passports, IDs, marriage certificates, death certificates, birth certificates, all of those kinds of documents. The problem is that it is not a very quick process doing anything. Most of the time, going to home affairs is a good chance that you're not going to get into the office because of the queues outside, and sometimes their system is down as well. Well, this happened to us, both of them. Hello, Luna. Both of these things happened to us. The Thursday that we waited 7 hours in the queue and we did not get into the offices. The next day we came, it was about 5 hours or 4 hours in the queue that we were waiting, and then the system went down before they could even open the doors. And it went down nationwide, and there's really just no going to another office, another home affairs office to get this done. It's just a matter of, repeat, try and repeat until you eventually get in and manage to put your application through. Once your application has gone through, it's a matter of sometimes weeks, sometimes months to get whatever document you have requested. Luna, hey? Luna's just, interrupting here for a moment. So that's what happened. It's a bit demoralizing, it's a bit frustrating, and with all of that having to happen, catching up with work, and so many other things, visitors, whatnot, I just didn't get to the videos, and that's what's been happening. We're kind of frustrated in terms of those documents. One little bit of good news is that our unabridged marriage certificate is at the DIRCO office for an apostille stamp. An apostille stamp is required in international registrations of marriage and other kinds of documents. So in our case, we got married in South Africa. I want to register that in Italy so my husband can come and live with me there. And that requires the marriage certificate having an apostille stamp to verify that it is true, it is accurate at an international level. That's what is busy happening, which is fantastic. So other than that bit of document, the South African passports, the updated South African passports, are the last bits of documentation we need to do here. So it was quite frustrating when we couldn't get it done over a 2-day period. But as I said, try, repeat until you actually get in the door. And this week and next week, I will see if I can try and make an appointment for us in terms of the urgency. But obviously, we'll see what happens. We are at the mercy of the South African Home Affairs at this point in time. Then there's actually a little bit of an update in what is happening. So many of you already know that our deadline to be in Italy is September of this year, September 2022. And it seems like we're most likely going to make it, at least me. So my husband and I, we actually have to, split forces, which you would have seen in the last video. I will link that down below so you can find out a little bit more there. So we have to split forces, and that's essentially forced us to find an apartment really quickly and get things going really quickly. So a little bit of news is that we may have found an apartment. We haven't signed a contract yet, but it looks really good. But before I tell you where it is or anything, I'm going to wait until we've actually signed. But hopefully good news is coming in that sense, and we should be getting the CATS titer test results either this week or next week, which, yay, then I can actually buy my plane ticket and I'll know the exact date. Awesome, so that is good news. On the other side, something that has absolutely nothing to do with any of this, I had an interesting day today. I drove to a wildlife rescue center and took a rat there. This might sound odd coming from someone, especially it being a rat, and someone who owns 6 cats and wants to homestead. Why would you save a rat? But the fact of the matter is that every little life deserves a chance, especially one that's fought so hard. So our cats, they jumped into a nest and pulled them all out, and they killed most of the babies except this one, and I just didn't have the heart to kill it or let it just die out in the elements, and none of the cats were interested. So I took it in, found a place, and did that drive today. It was quite interesting. It made me feel good inside. So yeah, something random that actually has nothing to do with the immigration, but I thought I'd share it anyway. Our immigration is continuing. It is underway. I'm very excited about it. I'm sorry I don't have actual updates in this video, but do keep your eyes peeled for the next few, where I'll be talking about the actual dates that I'm flying, our apartment that we're staying in, and what the next steps are for us in this immigration process. So as usual, if you have questions, please let me know down in the comments and I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. And for now, I'm going to say goodbye, and you will see me in the next video. Alla prossima! Ciao!